Good afternoon and welcome to Omnibroslive. Choking live on a Sunday. The Sunday afternoon coffee with the Omnibros show. I'm Omnidog, the professional that chokes on his breakfast as he goes live on the air from Omnidog's vault, here with his professional co-host from Comics Guide 101, Lou. Lou, how's it going?
Hey, Jess. How's it going? Hi, Yukio.
Hi, Wade.
How's everything, man?
Good. Everything's going well. And there's Kenneth Crayley, who we haven't seen in a long time. Hey, Kenny, how you doing, buddy?
Wow, yeah.
I know we haven't seen Kenny on the page or around at all. And here, joined with Gabe Infinity Watch. Gabe, how you doing, bud?
What's going on, Jess? Good to see you guys. It's been a while since I've been home to do this show. What up, Luis?
Hey.
What up?
Yeah, I was missing last weekend too. So it's good to be back. Good to be back. I love this show. I love the fans. I love everything about it. But one thing I love most is InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add another 2% to that. I believe they're having a Marvel sale this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure they are. I can double check that. Every quarter, there's an Omnibroslive discount code. I don't know when that's coming. We find out about 2 seconds before you guys do. Order $50 or more in the United States, you get free shipping. The best customer service around and the best packaging around. That's InStockTrades.com, where we will be giving away an IST gift card worth $50 that was supposed to be given away in March. I am aware that this is April, but it was supposed to be given away in March. So this is March's card given away in April. And what are we going to do?
April's card will be given away. So there'll be 2 gift cards this month, basically.
If we remember at the end of April, yes.
Yeah, don't hold us to that. There's a lot going on at the end of April for all of us. Yeah. I was gone. Jess was gone.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to leave it to Omar, and Omar fucked everything
up. Lionheart, my trip was great. We had a blast. So thank you for asking. I was at Disney World, and we had a wonderful time, my family. And it did take some re-entry, though. I have to say that that was a lot of overstimulation of people and mice and music and lot of people for this old man and little children. And I did something that I never do. Thursday when we came home Wednesday and Thursday. Usually I have tons of music blasting in my house. I had utter silence for the entire day. No music, no TV, nothing. I wanted to hear from no one.
Just had to reset himself.
I did. I hit the reboot button hard. Hoofa. And no, Matt, unfortunately, Luis and I didn't get a chance to meet up. Luis's boss loaded him up with work all of a sudden Saturday night. And he had to work all day Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday through the day. And that was a bitter pill for us to swallow because we had it all set up. But that would have been great.
Yeah, I got hit hard. Friday night, I got hit with an email from my boss. Hey, testing is next week, so we need you to do these workshops, and we need you to get this data on these students. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So I spent all weekend long getting stuff ready for Monday morning.
I know, that's too bad. I was really looking forward to meeting him.
Was not fun.
You should have went to Luis's house and helped him. It would have got you away from all those screaming kids and weirdos in costumes and other tourists, and you could probably fuck up some kids' test results.
Let's see, Billy Wilk. I didn't get an email about a Marvel sale. I think if you go on IST's website, certain Marvel titles are for sale, on sale. I
Yeah,
noticed
select. They have select
select-
titles up to 70% off right now.
Yeah, I got, this is volume 2 of John Byrne's Fantastic Four that I got super baited on, not through IST because apparently this thing's out of print, but I got volume 1 for 50% off, which I was very happy about. So now I can read that because I'm in a bit of a Fantastic Four mood after reading Hickman's Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
that makes
let's
Gabe happy.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I just got that volume 2 of Fantastic Four. What cover did I get? I got the other cover. I think I got the super out of print like DM cover.
Oh, right. Let's see. Mr. Awesome. I saw Shazam and Gabe saw Shazam, and we're going to give our non-spoiler reviews about it today. Luis already saw it 2 weeks ago and gave his non-spoiler review. Let's see. Kenny says he recently bought Batwoman by Greg Rucka and J.H. Williams III.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice. That is such a great book. What a wonderful book that is.
I'm going to ask him, is this your first time reading it? Because if you are, I'm super jealous of you because I would love to be able to read that book for the first time again. It's so good. God, I love that character. God, I love the art by J.H. Williams in there. The story is phenomenal. Yeah, that's about perfect comics for me. Is that Batwoman run?
Actually, before we get, we got a ton of news to get to, so we're going to get to that in 1 second. But here's a good question about the 2 Omnis that came out. I think, did they come out this week or last week? I think they came out this week. And those are the Infinity Aftermath, or was it Infinity War?
It was Infinity War and then Infinity. It's really confusing. There's a lot of Infinity books coming out the last couple of weeks. I guess people need a little clarification. And
yeah, Spud CT says, what are you guys' thoughts on getting the Infinity Omni by Starlin and Hickman? And then I had a question about Infinity War. Now, I have the Infinity box set, so I don't need to get the Infinity War Omni, correct?
No, you still need it.
No, don't mess with me. I know you're messing with me. I don't need to get it. But this Infinity by Starlin and Hickman, if you own, what does that even have? I mean, I've already got Infinity by Hickman.
Yeah. The Infinity by Hickman and Starlin Omnibus is Hickman's Infinity storyline and Infinity Gauntlet.
The 6-issue Infinity Gauntlet?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what the exact issues are in there. Maybe it'll have more. I think it's basically, it might just be the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus reprinted. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to look it up real quick. But that's basically what it is. So if you have Infinity Gauntlet and if you have Hickman's, Avengers Omnibus, or if you have the Infinity hardcover, then that is all double dipping in this omnibus.
You really don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to give a shout out to my boy David Codd, who I had lunch with yesterday, and he was nice enough to give me these awesome comic books for a birthday present. My 2 gals, Supergirl and Harley Quinn. These variants he gave me as a birthday present. Shout out to David Codd. Thank you, buddy. These are going to go on my spinner rack, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, David.
So the Infinity Omnibus we were just talking about, it is just the 6 issues of Infinity Gauntlet. 1 through 6 of New Avengers. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 through 6. No, sorry. This is all jumbled in here. It's Infinity 1 through 6, New Avengers 17 through 12, and Avengers 14 through 23.
17 through 12?
7 through 12.
7 through 12.
So it is just the 6-issue Infinity Gauntlet storyline, which is really good, but you're missing out on a lot of stuff that's in the Infinity Gauntlet Omnibus itself, because it doesn't have like the Silver Surfer issues. It doesn't have Thanos Quest, the 2-issue miniseries. It has no lead up, no aftermath, anything like that. It is just the 6 issues. Where Infinity, you get like everything.
Yes, but I don't think that we'd recommend getting this this omnibus. It doesn't sound like a really well put together, well thought out Omni.
That sounds like a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's super confusing. Like none of it has any connection to each other. Like you don't need to read Infinity Gauntlet to understand Infinity.
No,
Yeah.
no. Like they don't even really tie in.
No, there's no Infinity Gauntlet in Infinity. It's spoilers, but you know stuff happens in Hickman's Avengers that kind of takes it off the board.
Yeah,
right.
So, yeah, it's basically something big is going on, and Thanos decides to be a dick and come to Earth in the middle of that event to take advantage of it.
Right.
I'm rereading that.
It's also him going around looking for his sons too, right? Isn't he going around killing his kids?
Yeah, but that's a big reveal for those of you that haven't read Infinity yet. But yeah, the big thing is that he's looking for his son. Because his son is on Earth, and what was it? He's exposed to Terrigenesis.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm rereading Hickman's Avengers right now because I tend to reread that like every year for some reason. I really dig that run.
I think I want to reread his Fantastic Four again.
I'm gonna reread all that stuff, honestly. I just
Yeah.
find the time.
I reread his Fantastic Four like last November. Oh,
But the Infinity War origin, see, this is so confusing. It came out 2 weeks ago. Has a lot of double dipping in it too. If you have that Avenger, or if you have that Guardians of the Galaxy solo stories, but there's also stuff in that book that's not in that Infinity or in. There's stuff in this book that is not in that Guardian solo book. That's really important. I'm surprised it's not in the Guardian solo book.
Like Death of Captain Marvel.
There's Death of Captain Marvel, and what's that Avengers issue? Like when they first fight Thanos.
Yeah.
Avengers 125. Yeah. So if you don't have that Guardians of the Galaxy omnibus, then the Infinity War or the origin, the Thanos origin omnibus, it's awesome and it's great. It has a beautiful cover that's sadly out of print and long gone by now, but that's a great storyline. It's all just one concise storyline for the most part of the origin of Thanos, him and Captain Marvel fighting, him and the Avengers fighting. It's wonderful. Really, really great stuff in that book.
A lot of problems could be solved if they would simply reprint Infinity Gauntlet.
Seriously.
I mean, just reprint that and boom, all these problems would be gone.
That book, I haven't looked it up on eBay or anything like that, but it has to be getting higher and higher in value.
I think so, yeah.
Because they keep putting out these little rinky-dink, like sad, clones of it without, it actually being the right stuff.
Yeah, they're dancing around it, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
They're surrounding it, but they're not getting right to the heart of it.
Mm-hmm.
Before we will start in 1 second, but there are two important announcements. One I can't take advantage of, but the other I can take advantage of. Today is National Have a Beer Day, I heard on the radio. So you two can take advantage of that. And it's National No Housekeeping Day. So I'm going to take advantage of that. You guys kick back, have a beer, and just lay on the couch all day. It's like Congress has mandated it.
I actually kind of want to do housework today.
Oh, you do? Well, you're going again?
I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Well, that's true.
So
we call that the Brett Kavanaugh special. I like beer.
That's right.
Okay, so Jess, we've got a lot going on for the news this past week. There's a shit ton of stuff. So we've got some announcements, some premiere dates, some trailers. Basically, this past week has just been insanely busy with stuff to talk about. First off, I want to congratulate Gabe for being correct. Captain Marvel has broken the $1 billion box office. Gabe called it, man. He was gonna call it all of us. He was right.
Good job, man.
It successfully crossed over the $1 billion mark, unfortunately. And made a shit ton of money. So super happy about that, and it's pretty cool. I'm really glad that you know, despite the fact that I think it was not that good of a movie, that it shut a lot of people up. And it goes to show you, people don't really give a shit about online drama for the most part.
Yeah,
And nobody boycotts what they say they're going to boycott.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
No. All these like sensitive people saying, "Oh, I'm going to boycott the film." Yeah, that really worked out for you, man. Yeah,
that really hurt Disney, man. You guys were right.
So, but it broke $1 billion. I honestly did not expect that to break $1 billion. I thought it'd be 800 million at best, but I was completely wrong. It shattered it and made over $1 billion over the past weekend in the box office.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
I'll take the win on that, because I gotta take an L on something else that we'll probably end up talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can take the win on the Avengers 4 DM covers selling out within the week, like you predicted too.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I don't want to like stir up like hype or like anything like that, but Marvel DM covers are constantly right now. There's a big trend, and we've seen it over the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
The DM covers are flying out. They're not lasting on IST. They're all basically, and this is the way I think they should be, they're basically shipping sold out. So, and then IST gets it and they're gone within an hour, I think. Like Conan was like 20 minutes, I think. No, did we say 45 minutes? I forgot what our
38
minutes. And then the Infinity Origins, I think, was like an hour, maybe a little bit longer. So get in there, get in there quick if you can on IST. IST has been really smart. They're limiting it to one person per order so that people can, as many individuals can get these books as possible. But I mean, if you're really getting concerned about it, hit up their parent site, DCBservice.com. You can actually pre-order comic books, omnibus, hardcovers, everything like that, way in advance. It's when it gets solicited in preview. So you kind of have to keep up with the previews and solicitations. They're only up for that month of solicitation. And yeah, you do have to pay ahead of time, but at least you're ahead of the game. So that's a little pro tip there for you.
There you go.
Or, if you have a good comic book store in your area, hit them up. They'll pre-order it for you. You might even get a discount for pre-ordering it. Not an IST style discount. That's impossible to happen in a brick and mortar store. But if you're looking to just get the book and not worry about kind of the mad dash rush IST Tuesday afternoon, and you want to support a small local business in your area, then there's an option for you too. Another pro tip.
Pro tip.
Hashtag pro tip.
Hashtag pro tip. Okay, so there's our first piece of news. Captain Marvel breaks $1 billion. $1 billion. What else have we got?
Okay. Undeniably, probably the biggest news this week for a lot of fans was the Joker trailer. And holy shit, I cannot wait to see this. Gabe, I know you weren't too crazy about it when you saw it. I loved everything about this trailer.
You know what? I'll just put this out there. I have still yet to see this trailer. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's not that I'm avoiding it, but I'm just not like seeking it out. It goes through my timeline, and I'm just like, I'll just keep going. I don't know what it is.
Wow, I thought you said you weren't crazy about the concept of an origin story, is what you said, right?
I wasn't crazy about the possible idea of this being the type of movie that is shining a light or is leading us to force feels sympathetic towards the Joker because of mental issues.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm not. I mean, I haven't seen the trailer, so I can't speak on that like for sure. But from everything that you guys have said, it has a kind of a connotation that might be the thing. But I don't like the idea of villains like this having us made feel sensitive to them.
A sympathetic portrayal of them.
I like it where they're crazy because they're crazy, and not kind of I don't know, the real world idea of, you know, mental health issues being, you know, the catalyst for their craziness. Because then that really makes Joker feel, or then that really makes Batman an asshole. And that really makes the whole stories really different than where they're portrayed in the comics that I enjoy.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I haven't seen it, so I can't comment.
I will say you definitely, at least Jess, you definitely owe it to yourself to check this out, because this has this echoes a lot of classic Martin Scorsese films. There are elements in this that are very obviously Taxi Driver. Like it looks like it's DC's version of Taxi Driver. They take elements of what looks like The Killing Joke. And in fact, Scorsese was actually attached to this project until a few months ago when he bowed out. I forgot what reason it was. I think he was trying to film The Irishman or something like that. But this, I want more of this. This looks fantastic. Joaquin Phoenix, holy shit. Like when they casted him as the Joker, I thought, wow, that's brilliant casting. Because Joaquin, I think, is one of the best actors that we have today. And he is haunting in some of the scenes in this trailer. There's the moment where you actually hear his Joker laugh, and it is fucking spot on to what I would think a Joker laugh would sound like.
How long is the teaser?
Sort of like 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This thing hasn't been given a rating yet, but I expect this to be rated R. Like, there's no way this thing isn't rated R. There are just some moments in here where I'm like, wow, this looks really interesting. I dig the concept of it, and this is what I want. I want them to take chances. I want them to be more experimental. I want them to take these characters and let's take a look at it a different way. I'm gonna go ahead and call this and say that because in the trailer there's a Joaquin Phoenix who's playing the Joker. He's narrating it, and I'm gonna go ahead and call this and say that if the film has a narration over it, I think that this is going to be a case of an unreliable narrator, and we'll get a Killing Joke moment at the end where he's like, well, I think about my origin story differently almost every single time. Because the creator, the director of this is very well aware of Joker really doesn't have a set origin. So it would not surprise me if at the end of this film, the camera is like panning out or something like that, and he says something like that, and we get a shot in it. The psychiatrist he's talking to or something like that is Harley Quinn, or something along those lines. I am down for this, man. I can't wait. I loved every single thing about this. I love Taxi Driver. I love Martin Scorsese. It seems like Gotham City is actually a character in this. And there's little nods, too. In the background, you see in the nightclub that he's sitting in during the trailer, the nightclub is called Pogo's. If you know anything about Pogo, that was John Wayne Gacy's clown name. He was Pogo.
Yeah, an Easter egg.
So there's a lot of little deep cuts in the trailer that if you pay attention, you'll get a lot out of this. There's a moment where it looks like he's about to go on stage, and it's Robert De Niro who he's hosting what looks like a talk show. And I'm like, are we about to get that moment in Dark Knight Returns where Joker pretty much gasses everybody in the audience? Because that would be pretty cool. I can't wait for this. I'm super excited about this, and this jumped to my top list for the week, for the year of what I want to see.
Okay. Nice.
I'm down. I'll watch it.
Sure, I'll watch it. I know my movie buddy's not going to want to see this. It sounds way too dark for her.
Oh, it looks really dark. I mean, like I said, there are moments in the trailer alone where I'm like, wow, that is genuinely really terrifying. And it looks really, really creepy, the way Joaquin Phoenix is portraying him. Where Heath Ledger's Joker, I was more afraid of what he would do next as opposed to the character. Here, I am terrified of this motherfucker in this trailer. Wow. So I can't wait. I really cannot wait, man.
Okay.
And I think this is really where DC should head next. Just keep doing your standalone movies.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? We'll talk about Shazam towards the end of this, but that is really where DC is the strongest
in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna.
It took them like 5 years to realize that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna call it right now. They're gonna do an Oscar push for this. This comes out in October 3rd. We're gonna get an Oscar push for Joaquin Phoenix at the very least.
Oscar push. You're calling it.
I'm calling it. October, that's when we start getting kind of like the Oscar films, October, November, and stuff like that. And they have a lot of confidence in this if they're dropping it during that time of the month, during that time of the year. I really think that we are going to get an Oscar push for this.
I got to see this trailer.
You owe it to you. I'm really surprised you haven't. You really do need to see it. I think you would really dig it. It doesn't give away almost anything.
Okay.
In other news, let's see, we got a lot going on. Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing DC Universe TV series has got a release date. The premiere will be May 31st. Based on the comic book character originally created by Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson and revolutionized by Alan Moore, Stephen Bissett, and John Tolobin in the iconic 80s comic, Swamp Thing follows Abby Arcane as she investigates what appears to be a deadly swamp virus in Louisiana. She soon finds out, however, that Swamp's secrets are even more mystical and terrifying than she thought. I'm all in.
Do we know who is who in this? Who's Abby Arcane? Anybody notable in this?
I don't think there's anybody notable. I mean, James Wan, who directed Aquaman, is overseeing it.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
He's not even directing an episode of this, I think, but I'm definitely excited to see this.
I think that when that goes live, that is when I'm going to start subscribing, and because I want to see Swamp Thing and I want to see Doom Patrol. Because I heard nothing but great things about Doom Patrol.
Oh, it's good. I saw the first episode. Doom Patrol's really good.
How much is that? Go ahead, Gabe.
It's $8 a month.
$8 a month.
And that Doom Patrol, from what I've been told, it's very, very close to the Grant Morrison stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that omnibus is getting really popular right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it out of print?
No, but I think the last thing I saw about it, I think DC came out and said they're not going to reprint it. If it does go out of print. Like, this will be its only print.
It's still available in trades and hardcovers, though, right?
Yeah, the omnibus is still available. Like, it's not out of print. I don't think it's going out of print anytime soon.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it could end up like Umbrella Academy, where it disappears because this show's taken off.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the week I watch Umbrella Academy.
Oh, you really do need to watch it. It just
I downloaded it onto my iPad, so that's half the battle, getting it onto my iPad. So I will be watching it.
You know how we were talking a few weeks ago how, we don't think New Mutants is going to get a release date? Well, Disney confirmed at CinemaCon over the past week that New Mutants, at some point in this damn year, we're going to get a theatrical release on it.
I am psyched for that.
It's coming out soon, too. Like July, I think, right?
It was supposed to come out in August, but Disney still hasn't given it. They haven't given us a direct release date yet. Per Screen Rant report, Disney presented their upcoming film slate for the year at CinemaCon 2019 at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Among those confirmed titles were two recent Fox acquisitions, Dark Phoenix and the long-delayed New Mutants. Disney did not announce a specific release date for New Mutants, but its placement among the schedule suggests that it may be keeping its previously announced August 2019 release date.
I can't wait. That whole premise is exciting.
So Phoenix is now under the Disney banner?
Yeah, and so is New Mutants. But they will not be, as far as we are aware, they are not counted under the current Marvel MCU timeline. Like
good, because Dark Phoenix looks like crap.
Yeah, it does.
I saw the preview for it. It looked like I want to go see it. I just like seeing X-Men movies, so
yeah. But as far as we are aware, unless they pull a fast one, these movies are not tied into the current Marvel MCU timeline. So
yeah,
and I really don't think we're going to be getting an MCU movie, X-Men movie, for at least another few years. I would actually put money on us getting a Fantastic Four movie before we get a proper X-Men movie within the next few years. In fact, I'm going to crazy comic book prediction. I will say by December, we will have an announcement of a Fantastic Four movie, and I almost guarantee you it'll be Brad Bird.
I think
Brad
after
Bird of the Pixar fame.
Incredibles and Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I can totally see them reaching out to him.
And who will be the villain?
Oh, it would have to be Doom.
Doom. Yeah.
I mean, they've done it 3 times, and they still, 3 times, and they still can't get it right. But
They'll get it right this time.
Yeah, unless they want to go like the Mole Man or something like that.
Mole Man.
That'd be cool. I'm down with some Mole Man action.
Yeah,
Mole Man's always cracked me up.
I would love to see the Red Ghost. Just me
personally.
personally.
Oh my god.
The monkeys, man. I love the monkeys. Yeah, I would honestly December. I'm telling you right now, we will get an announcement of at least the director, and I just can't see them waiting too long to do a Fantastic Four movie, because think of what can spin out of that. You can get Galactus, you can get Silver Surfer, you can get the real Inhumans, and not what we actually got.
Ooh, yeah.
You get Doom out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get Dr. Doom, you get Psycho Man, you get the negative zone.
Oh, absolutely. I think it would be really cool if they could tie it into Age of Ultron, where it's like Sokovia was like right next to Latveria, and when they dropped it, it fucked up Latveria.
I can see that.
I would really like to see something like that if they wanted to tie that.
This is the news announcement where I gotta take the loss, because I said that New Mutants was never gonna come out.
Oh. Okay, you still got a winning batting percentage.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Hey, but for the longest time, if it wasn't for this Marvel acquisition and stuff, it got saved.
Yeah.
We all thought it was gonna go to Hulu and stuff, but it's actually gonna hit theaters.
I am there opening day.
Yeah, I'll be there too, because I don't know the actress's name, but the one that's playing Magic, who was in what's the M. Night Shyamalan movie that just came out? Split.
Yeah,
she was awesome in Split.
So, wait, that's her?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know that was her. Oh, cool. Raise your hand here if you got yourself Avengers opening night tickets. Me. Anybody?
No, we got a private screening happening.
When are you guys doing your private screening?
We're waiting on the date, but we have everything in order. That we have a theater booked out. We just got to figure out the time. It'll be Thursday night, but we don't know what time it's going to be, because they don't have the time set up yet.
Well, Avengers tickets went on sale this past week, and they broke the internet, and it broke Fandango. And in 6 hours, they sold the most tickets that they've ever sold on their website for one film in the span of 6 hours. A lot of people were rushing to try and get these tickets online. I was fortunate enough that I was on the way to work. I showed up about 10 minutes late, and I had because I was at a red light, and I had a notification. The notification shot at me from Fandango. Avengers tickets are on sale now. I pulled over, hit my emergency lights on, and I went ahead and ordered tickets for opening night, and I got great seats. I was really fortunate. But a lot of people weren't that fortunate. A lot of people were waiting in line for hours and hours and hours and hours in the hopes of trying to get tickets for this thing. I know you guys on the West Coast, Gabe, you guys got screwed over because this went out early. It was like 8 o'clock my time.
Not only did it take down Fandango, it took down AMC's A-list too.
Yeah.
And that was down for like the entire day.
I saw a prediction where they're thinking this can't be right. They're thinking something like $900 million opening weekend or something.
Completely possible.
Worldwide, I can see it's going to hit $1 billion the first weekend worldwide without even trying.
$1 billion opening weekend?
Yeah, I can guarantee that. There's not been.
Holy guacamole!
I've said it before, but this is the only sequel where you can almost guarantee every single person who saw the first movie is going to go see the sequel.
Yeah.
And they're going to see it multiple times. They're going to see it immediately. I mean, the whole dusting or whatever you want to call it is now like a pop culture reference. The snap is a pop culture reference.
And for reference, Avengers Infinity War made $850 million opening weekend. That was opening weekend for Infinity War. This is, and it didn't have Infinity War. Yes, it was insanely hyped, but it did not have this type of fervor that that Endgame does. Because I was able to actually go to the theater, my local theater, the day of for Infinity War, and I could find tickets for a good showing easily. Every theater around me is sold out opening weekend.
Yeah, they're gonna open up more screenings. That's for sure. I bet you anything. Most theaters, every auditorium is gonna be playing Infinity or is gonna be playing Endgame.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it till like the second week. Well, that's Easter week that it opens. I mean, Easter's the Sunday after it opens, so that's gonna be Easter week, and that's when spring break is. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it till the week after that, because I'm looking at Alamo right now. And starting Friday afternoon, it's pretty much sold out.
They're gonna open up more screenings, Jess. I think everybody's gonna be okay. It's just that this initial allotment is gone.
Oh yeah, Monday 9 a.m. I can see it.
Yeah, it's not out of print. It's just out of stock right now. Yeah, there's more coming.
There are 3 a.m. screenings in my neighborhood, and they're sold out. Like that.
I go see it at 3 a.m.
That's how crazy it is. And the theater will open early for this. Like, there's 3 a.m. screenings, and then there's a 9 a.m. screening that day. So they're opening up early. They're staying late. I don't think I've ever seen this much of just a craze since maybe, and it's not even really close, maybe the last Batman movie, The Dark Knight.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a craze like this. $1 billion opening? I've never seen anything like this.
What a good time to be alive.
Not since Napoleon Dynamite opened, I think.
And people are scalping the hell out of these tickets online.
Yeah, which is crazy.
There was one, I think, that went for like $1,500 in New Jersey or something like that on eBay or something. I don't know.
But good for that guy.
Yeah. Well,
like I said, every theater is going to open up more screenings. And this is just like Fandango. And that's crazy. This is Fandango. They charge you like a $3 service fee. So people are paying more to get these tickets. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for it. I did it more because because of what we do. If I don't see it opening weekend, then I know I'm going to get spoiled by somebody online or something like that.
That's a good point.
So
that's a really good point.
Yeah, spoiler alert is going to be at an all-time high. Like we're talking like this is a doomsday clock, 11:59 type thing going on.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, that is a good point.
You might have to fight through your fear of people and go see this movie as soon as possible.
I survived Disney World. I can probably survive a movie theater.
Just take a couple pain pills and some, whatever else, and just enjoy it. Just relax.
Okay, good prescription there, Dr. Gabe. I fully subscribe to that.
Yeah, and because it's a 3-hour movie, man. So don't.
Oh yeah, no coffee at all that morning.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly surprised I'm honestly surprised they're doing a 3-hour film, because if this was like a 2.5-hour movie or like a 2-hour movie, they could have easily gotten more money out of it, because it allows it to play in more screenings and more times.
Yeah.
This is a 3-hour movie. This is long.
And everybody's going to stay for the full 3 hours too.
Oh,
you got to stay to the end of the credit.
Yeah.
But I think the trailers that we're getting, they are lying to us. And they're like the first, like Infinity War, there's a lot of stuff in those trailers that I'm either going to bet A, is cut out or is doctored in some way.
Yeah, dude, I've been avoiding trailers. I'm not avoiding Joker trailers, but I am avoiding everything to do with Endgame. Everything. Like I was listening to a podcast and they went through like they started up on like some fan theory, and I immediately just turned the volume down. Like I'm going in this movie as blind as possible that I can be. I don't want to see anything. Just the goddamn toys are spoiling, spoiling stuff that I don't want to see yet.
Have you seen those toys?
The hot toy, fucking Thanos with the sword and the armor is dope.
Has Thanos ever had a sword?
No, but that thing is fucking cool. I can't wait to see that. Like, damn.
It looks like a giant machete, like what my grandfather uses to edge his lawn.
Yeah, no, but it's like double-sided. It's like a it's like a lightsaber, but not stupid.
Yeah.
And there's other toys coming out where it's it's just spoiling that they got different costumes and things like that. But I don't even want to see that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I don't either.
Everything that I possibly can, like stupid pops, that stuff's popping up in my time feed. But a lot of times those pops are wrong. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going in there. I got my blinders on. I'm going in ready to see this and enjoy it without knowing anything. I mean, I saw the first trailer, but that shows you nothing. It just shows you Tony in space and
yeah.
I think Luis, you even said
there's really nothing there.
You mentioned that the trailers that they're doing, they're not showing anything more, only within the first 45 minutes of the film. I don't know if that's still true, but I remember you mentioning that.
The trailers really don't show much.
No, they don't show much, but some of the stuff that's popped up, there's no way that some of that stuff is in the first 45 minutes of the film. But I won't talk too much about it because I know, Gabe, you're kind of avoiding it. But I'm willing to bet that a lot of that stuff, based on set photos and based on what we know of the movie and things like that, a lot of the stuff we are getting in those trailers is doctored. And a lot of it either won't be in the film or it's taken completely out of context. There's a lot of stuff in there that makes me question what the exact timeline of the trailer is, most notably Natasha's hair in the trailers. But like I said, we're not going to get into that here. Jess.
Yes.
Do you like Cowboy Bebop?
I love Cowboy Bebop.
I love it too.
I love Cowboy Bebop.
That's your cue, Luis.
Did you freeze? Uh-oh.
All right.
I love Cowboy Bebop. I have a toy of him.
He's out.
Uh-oh.
So, anyways, I don't have the notes, but the live-action Cowboy Bebop is getting casted. The casting announcements have come out for, I don't even know the characters' names. You probably know more than I do, Jess.
The guy from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Harold got cast as
Spike, right?
Are you there, Luis? We can't hear you.
His audio's not working now. What'd you do, Luis?
We can't hear you, Luis. Okay.
All right, so he's gonna drop out. He's gonna
sign back on. Yeah, John Cho got cast as Spike, and the only reason I'm excited for live action Cowboy Bebop is because I want a real corgi for Ein. That's the best part.
It's gonna be CGI like that stupid cat from Captain Marvel.
That cat wasn't stupid. That cat was awesome. Goose was great.
Ugh.
Oh, Gabe. What am I going to do with you?
That orange cat's going to make really good orange chicken one day. By the way, somebody in the chat is asking if Hickman's Avengers is worth reading. Absolutely 1,000,000,000%.
Luis, you with us?
Hello?
Hey!
Okay, there we go. Okay.
I hate Google Hangouts. I can't fucking stand this app. I want to take this show to Twitch so badly and get rid of this fucking Google Hangouts.
I know you set it up so well. I go, yes, I do love Cowboy Bebop, and then
I hate Google. I can't wait to get rid of Google Hangouts when we eventually do. But yeah, so John Cho has been cast as Spike Spiegel for Cowboy Bebop. I did not count on. I didn't expect that.
And when have they cast anybody else?
Well, hopefully my fucking computer won't freeze up with this shit. Hold on. Now I can't pull up the page.
Yes, Fanner 27. Hickman's Avengers is absolutely worth reading. I'm totally with Gabe on that. It's a great read. But it does call back to some Fantastic Four stuff of Hickman's, and then Secret Wars relies a lot on Fantastic Four from Hickman.
Yeah, if you want to get every juice out of that fruit, and you need to go all the way back and read a lot of stuff, actually. Not only Secret Wars, but then you also got to touch on some of the Ultimate Universe stuff that Hickman did. You definitely need S.H.I.E.L.D., those 2 hardcovers for S.H.I.E.L.D., Hickman Fantastic Four, and of course the Avengers stuff. So there's a lot of reading if you really want to get the full effect. But it's worth it. It's totally worth it.
Okay. Gio is saying Crystal Reed is playing Abby Arcane. So I'm looking up Crystal Reed. Sophia Falcone on Gotham. All right. I do not recognize her, but she's going to be Abby Arcane. Okay. Thank you, Gio.
Yeah, she's easy on the eyes.
Yeah. You should read Fantastic Four by Hickman before you read Avengers, Fender 27.
Yeah. At least if you're going to go back anywhere, at least read the Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Now I got it. Okay. So headlining the cast for Cowboy Bebop is Star Trek's John Cho. He's going to play Spike Spiegel. And the other members of the cast are Mustafa Shakir, who he was best known as Bushmaster from Luke Cage Season 2. He was great in that. And he's going to be playing the character of Jet. And we have one more character who's playing the Femme Fatale. And I can't pull it up because I'm lagging on this shitty computer. But yeah, I'm all down. I'm all down for this. I'm not crazy about John Cho. He's not exactly who I would picture as being Spike, but we got to give him a shot.
Who's going to be Vicious?
Huh?
Who's going to be Vicious?
I don't know.
Be great if it was Kumar.
I'm putting my money as The Rock is going to be E, or the little girl, whatever it is. It's like a tech genius.
The Rock.
I personally would like to see that.
I met John Cho at San Diego Comic-Con like years ago. In the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, it was one of those days where I think I must have drank like 45,000 gallons of soda pop and had to wait in this huge line to get into the bathroom to go pee. And I was not the next guy, but I think there's maybe 2 guys ahead of me in line to go pee. And here comes John Cho, and he just cuts the line out of everybody and gets to the stall and takes a piss. And we were all just booing at him.
Okay, Gio says...
That's meaning John Cho in the bathroom story.
Gio says Daniela Pineda is playing Faye.
I don't know who that is.
Let's see.
Shout out to Gio for the assist over here.
Yeah. Daniela Pineda. Yeah, I can see her being Faye. Here's what she looks like.
Alex Hassel will play Vicious, he's saying.
This is what Faye will look like. She looks kind of Faye-ish.
Dibs.
You want my phone?
I can totally see her as Faye.
Yeah. Good for her.
So in other news, we're kind of just speeding through it now to get you guys a review. Are you guys fans of Zack Snyder?
Sometimes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently he's kind of a yeah, me either.
Let's skip this story.
Zack Snyder had a few comments to say in regards to fans who think that his superheroes don't kill. Someone says to me, "Batman killed a guy." I'm like, "Fuck, really? Wake the fuck up," Snyder said. I guess that's what I'm saying. Once you lost your virginity to this fucking movie, and then you come and say to me something like, "My superheroes wouldn't do that." I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, down the fucking road on that. It's a cool point of view to be like, my heroes are innocent. That's cool. but you're living in a fucking dream world. Zack Snyder is basically just your everyday dude, bro, is what I'm getting from a lot of this. Look, it's sad what happened to his daughter and stuff like that, but the more and more we get away from what he was trying to do with the DC universe, I think the more and more it's apparent that he was the worst thing about that universe.
I don't disagree.
You know, it doesn't seem like Zack Snyder reminds me of that guy who he read a few comics back in the early 90s and then the 80s, and he's like, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns is the best fucking book ever, and nothing else can touch it. You know, and he got nothing out of it.
Yeah, no, I liked Man of Steel, hated Batman versus Superman, and I tolerated Justice League, but no, I'm not. I agree with you. What happened to his daughter is awful, but he's not my choice as a creative visionary.
I don't think he just doesn't understand these characters.
I totally agree with that.
I think that's why he did so well, like with say like 300, is because there's really not much to really kind of like take in. I mean, he missed the point of the story by far, I think, but it's just that kind of single story movie that you know, the story is the story and it is what it is. Watchmen, I think he did really well on, but of course he changed the ending, which I also think kind of changes the point of the storyline by a huge margin. It really changed the idea of the storyline with that change he made. But then yeah, Superman, I think he got wrong. Batman, Superman, he got wrong. Justice League was god awful. So I mean, I've read the what was supposed to be like the potential storyline that was going to go through all of his movies.
It sounded horrible.
Oh man, I thought it sounded great.
Oh, I thought it sounded terrible.
The whole idea that you know, they defeat Steppenwolf and then they meet Darkseid, and then the next movie Darkseid takes over the world, and then the third movie and it turns into the nightmare world that we saw in the dreams, and then the third movie is them trying to fight Darkseid in the nightmare world with the Green Lanterns. Just really sounded great, but
this whole thing's giving me a stomach ache.
No, but wasn't there like in that potential? Wasn't there a thing where it was like the Superman and Batman's mom were the same person because they're named Martha or something like that? You know,
no, I hope not.
Because
yeah, that just shows how far away he is from the idea of these characters. Like, it's not about the names that are moms or anything like that, and it's not that. That's how they found that one strand of familiarity they had with one another, because they had the same name mother, or that they even had a mom. It's just, yeah, they totally lost the idea. And that Martha thing is the running joke of pulp culture, the way that the Snap is, you know, has so much favoritism for it. So,
and you know what? I can totally see him just staring at a whiteboard while he was drafting this going, holy shit, Martha. And just like that was like his big brilliant moment while he was drafting the whole script and everything. I'm like, wow, I can't believe nobody thought of this. This is brilliant, like the Martha thing. And I'm like, that was fucking terrible.
Shout out to Tyler Blunt. What's up, T Blunt? Okay, go back to your conversation.
Tyler Blunt nailed it. His original draft for the script was that Batman's moms lived and moved to Smallville, remarried, and then adopted Superman. So at the end, they discover that Bruce's mom is still alive, and they are brothers.
That can't be real.
Stops them from fighting. It's like stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends?
That sounds horrible.
Did they make bunk beds in the farmhouse?
Did Zack Snyder direct Sucker Punch?
Yeah, he did.
I liked Sucker Punch.
I didn't like Sucker Punch. I fell asleep in that movie.
Oh, I did like it.
I remember going like, I don't understand what's happening. Oh, I know what's going on. Oh, no, wait, I was wrong. Oh, I know what's going on now. Oh, no, I was wrong again.
I did like Sucker Punch.
Oh, my God. Did we just become best friends?
Oh, my God.
There's
a parallel universe out there where that's the movie they got.
And I don't want to live in it.
Right.
All right. So
that was like real quick on Batman versus Superman at the very beginning, where of course they show the murder of the parents, and they do the whole quick Batman origin, and Batman's narrating it, and he falls down. He falls down into what becomes the Batcave, and all those bats start spinning around and like lifting them up. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude! He's making Batman literally like a bat, or like some kind of bat god. And then it, you know, right after I started, I almost lost my shit in the theater. He goes, but that was all a dream. I go, okay, all right, or whatever you said that determined that was just like a dream sequence. But I was like, wow, he's really gonna make it where like it was like Catwoman in the second Batman movie where the cat just ate her back alive.
Oh yeah,
cat powered. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like that, and I was going to lose my balls.
I had the same exact thought watching that scene. I'm like, don't you fucking do it, Zack Snyder. You're about to give this motherfucker superpowers with, like, bat powers or some shit. Don't you fucking do it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank God.
Do we have any more news?
Two more things real quick. Akira movie seems to be making headway because they have now officially filed for a tax credit from the state of California. And I guess we'll find out in 6 months if Akira is going to happen or not, the live-action adaptation.
What's Leonardo DiCaprio's attachment to that?
Producer.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware.
I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever.
Yeah. We are thrilled. We are thrilled with the opportunity to shoot Akira in California. Why? Akira should not be shot in California.
Because they got a tax cut?
If this should be shot in Japan or in China. I know because of the tax cut and everything like that, but no, like I have no hope for this project. Honestly,
I mean, they could do like some of the street level stuff in California, like in like the alleyways and stuff like that. Like when they're just walking on the streets and there's like those guys are roughing up that girl. That kind of stuff I could see being done in LA, and maybe even some of the freeway sequences. I could see that being done in LA. You know, kind of like the Matrix Revolution or Reloaded. I can see that kind of stuff happening, but yeah, I think like a lot of the big major ticket stuff, or even like on a lot of that could just be done like on set, like the weird children's hospital or whatever. All that stuff could be on set, and that could be done in California. But a lot of that stuff, like the driving through the city and the big fights, I think will be mostly CGI. But a lot of that stuff I could see actually needing to be in Tokyo. But again, this is a new Tokyo in Akira after Akira blows up the first Tokyo. Spoilers. But yeah, we'll see it.
The only hope I have for this is that there's a rumor that Taika Waititi is in talks to direct it. So I've got hope for it.
I don't know. We'll see. The only movie I have for any reference to that guy is Thor Ragnarok. Yeah.
You should watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, you keep mentioning that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Last thing. David Harbour, Stranger Things star, is apparently been cast in the Black Widow solo film. So good for him.
As Hellboy?
Huh?
As Hellboy?
No, that's Ron Perlman.
You're not even going to acknowledge anybody but Ron Perlman, are you?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Okay.
I'm really happy that the guy's getting work, and it's really cool to see him get a superhero film. You know, not everybody gets one, so good for him.
And a good one too.
What are you talking about? We need to move right along. All right, that's enough for that.
I'm pretty sure because I saw the interview where he said that he hates working out, and he talks about like working out is a big part of what he's gonna need to do for the role. Or the possibility of the role, and he just kept going on about how much he hates working out, and so that I kind of sympathize with the guy a little bit, but I kind of enjoy working out. But maybe he's gonna be Taskmaster.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool if it was Taskmaster.
Okay. Let him get cast as Taskmaster so that my book can shoot up in value a little bit more.
Right.
And I can get rid of it.
Right.
So apparently he's getting out of well, we'll see. I mean. For this Hellboy thing, there's no hype surrounding it. The marketing on this has been so small. I really don't think the studio has any faith in this damn movie, to be honest. And David Harbour already jumping ship over to Marvel tells me that I think there's going to be a bomb this weekend. And on top of that, the reviews don't come out until the day of the release in Australia. That shows you they have no confidence in this thing. So
yeah, I'm iffy on it because from right away from that first trailer, like the director and David Harbour were both like, that doesn't look like the movie we filmed.
Yeah.
And then
No.
I guess Geo showed us where like Mike Mignola is doing some kind of damage control also.
Oh, yeah.
Is coming out and making comments in favor of the movie already.
Right.
Yeah, he was saying on Twitter, he's like, a lot of people won't like this movie, and I'm like, Mike, I love you, dude. You're one of my favorite writers and artists right now, but it doesn't look good, man. Yeah, this just does not look good. So I'm not even gonna see it.
Yeah, you will. There's no way that your Hellboy fanboy will let you not see that movie.
It comes out this week, and I have no interest in seeing this.
Does it come out this weekend?
It comes out this weekend. And there is no buzz surrounding.
Boy, there's zero buzz. I didn't even know it was coming out.
Yeah, me neither. I thought it was like next month or something.
No, it's this week. It's
I
either
thought it
this
was
week.
after Endgame and not before.
Let me double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that is this week.
Maybe they had to make it before because if it was after, it was going to get just buried. Anything, I feel bad for anything releasing within the first couple of weeks after Endgame. It's just going to get buried.
Yeah.
Right. Even before Endgame, why would you drop this right now? Like right before, a week before Endgame comes out. That is the worst fucking idea that they could do. Like 2 weeks before Endgame? This is going to get 2 weeks before Endgame and a week after Shazam. This is going to get buried. They should have dropped this easily January or February when there was nothing going on.
Or later in the year, like, Halloween time or something.
Well, they would have ran into the Joker.
The Joker doesn't matter.
Joker's gonna do big, man.
No, but it's not being bookend by two major movies like it is now.
Yeah.
Let me address something the comic Rema asked. Jess, is Legion worth finishing? I don't know where you are in season 2. If you are in season 2 comic, but yeah, it is the final 2 episodes make it very much worth finishing. Especially the final episode, make it really remarkable. It is a great series. I loved it, and the final episode, the final 2 episodes, make it really remarkable. So much goes on and gets tied together and explodes in your face and makes it awesome. It takes so many surprise turns. I loved Legion. So yeah, definitely finish it. You will be very happy with it.
Gio's saying it's April 12th.
That's this week. Yeah.
That's Friday. Yeah.
Yep. And
wow.
They have no confidence in this. This thing, I would be shocked if this is even halfway decent. I mean, the minute that, guys, I told you, the minute Mila Jovovich was cast, I was like, this is she is the kiss of death for all films.
I believe that.
She sure is attractive.
Yeah.
I know she's too skinny for you.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Not my cup of tea. And on top of that, they're cramming way too much into this movie. It's like 4 of the biggest arcs that they decided to cram. It's horrible. Just horrible choices all around for this thing. But yeah, that's it for news, guys. If you guys want to just jump in real quick for a spoiler-free review and then spoilers for Shazam, I talked about it last week.
We're gonna do
that.
We're just gonna do spoiler-free, or are we gonna do spoilers also?
If you want, we could do quick spoiler-free and then jump into spoilers for at least. We got about 20 minutes.
I think we could wait for spoilers till next week.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because it's still like it just came in theaters.
Yeah, I think we can do spoiler-free.
Okay.
And that way, here's the thing. Also, if we do non-spoiler review, the people who are waiting for the gift card don't have to bounce out and come back later or whatever.
Yeah,
sure. Everybody can just stay on and keep watching.
Yeah, good job remembering that gift card because I already forgot about it.
Before we get into the review, Jess, I think you have something to say to me. What was it? I was.
Wait, I saved it to my notes. Wait, where are my notes here? Just a sec. Yesterday in the OmniBros chat, Louise asked me if I thought Shazam was better than Captain Marvel. He said, "What are the words I want to hear?" And I said, "You were right. Shazam is better than Captain Marvel."
Oh my God, those words are so sweet to hear.
And he said, "This moment is this moment is so beautiful. I want to cheat on every other moment I've had in life and marry this one just so I can have babies with it."
Oh my
which
God,
cracked me up. That was hilarious. Yes, you were right. Shazam was better than Captain Marvel.
Thank you. That well, I'm gonna rewind this a few times before I go to sleep tonight.
That's gonna be his.
You were right. 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 Yeah, Eric Fedorchuk. Too busy thinking about that diner we went to, Jess? Holy smoke, the waitress, Eric and I met at a diner, and we had some kind of waitress. Yoicks. I overtipped her so much, the Capital One, my credit card company, contacted me and said, "Did you really mean to tip your waitress that much?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, I did."
So you're saying she was hotter than that waitress we had at that pizza place?
Yeah, in a different way, yeah. Okay. She was, yeah, in a little different way. Yeah, that pizza place waitress, though, was very attractive. Okay, we won't spoil the movie at all for you. I can, I'll go ahead and start. I'm going to do my grading system a little differently. I'm going to start at a 10 out of 10. I'll start there and then subtract where I think the movie was lacking.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with CGI, just for the sake of CGI. Because in today's movies, you get a lot of CGI. I thought the CGI was all, now some people I have read had a problem with CGI. I didn't have a problem with any of the CGI. It looked believable. It blended in well. It looked natural. And so I didn't have a problem with any of the CGI. Story flow, the story flowed really well from the story is, as you know, I mean, this isn't a spoiler. Everybody knows that Billy Batson starts out as a young boy, a troubled young boy that gets imbued with the powers of the old wizard Shazam. That's how he gets his powers and becomes Captain. Well, he becomes Shazam. In the old comics, he became Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. So that's as spoilery as I'm going to get. The story, since I don't want to spoil it for you, as far as the story goes, as young Billy Batson becomes Captain Marvel, becomes Shazam, the adventures that he, when he first becomes Shazam, and he does things that a 14-year-old boy who's turned into a 30-year-old with superpowers would do, is completely believable, is remarkably believable, and it flows really, really well. From beginning to end, there's no jolting or breakup. The story finishes organically on a note. It finishes on a note organically. It's not forced at all. The very ending scene is not forced at all. It's got a couple of good, don't forget to stay for the end credits, like all the way till the end. And so to me, you can't subtract anything for the flow of the story because the arcs all went smoothly. The acting, the kid actor and the grown-up actor, Zach Levi, and I forget the kid actor's name. The kid actors that surround him, the grown-up actors, Dr. Savannah, Zach Levi utterly nails it as a kid in a grown-up's body. I mean, just his facial expressions are that of a 14-year-old who has all of a sudden been turned into a grown-up with superpowers. And the kid is the kid acts like a kid would who's been out on his own for a long time. The kids that surround him all do a believable, very believable job, almost as good as the little girl in Wonder Woman. So and they do a good job throughout the movie. So the acting is all believable, all well done. The script is excellent. It is really well written, so I can't subtract anything from the acting. The script is spot on everywhere. There is not a plot hole that I could see in this script. It all flowed perfectly. It was all well written. It was funny where it should be. It was serious where it should be. I felt like it was exciting, funny, dramatic, heartbreaking in certain places where it should be. And the script writing was just masterful throughout. I can't subtract anything through that. Surprise plot twists, they're brilliant. I can't subtract anything from that. I'm trying to think what else builds a film. Plot, story, twist, blah, blah. It was so fun, and I had such a blast in it that I can't subtract anything from 10 from this for this movie. I couldn't think of anything that I can. I'm giving it a 10. 10 out of 10.
Nice.
I can't think of anything that makes it anything less than a 10. That's subjective. That's my opinion. I get it. You disagree. Fine. Blah, 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 blah. I give it a 10.
It's good. That's great, man. I'm really happy you enjoyed it. I loved it. You know, like I said, and I can't wait to go see it again. I just waiting for my girl and I to have a date night, and then we're gonna go watch it again. I loved every single moment of it. What did you think about the humor in it? Some of those things were great. The moment where he crashes into it, I'm not gonna say what it is, but one building, when he goes into a certain building.
I love that, and I also loved where he was in a certain situation, had to get out of the certain situation, and he appears in another building. That place where he appeared in was just so well written. And
I know what you're talking about now.
Funny. Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah.
God, I thought that was funny.
They really nail what it would be like to be a kid and you get superpowers all of a sudden. I think that's
and I mean I would love to spoil it for people, but I don't want to. But I mean, just the surprise that happens I almost jumped out of my seat. It was such a fun surprise. I was just like,
if you're talking about the same thing I'm thinking, if you're talking about what I'm thinking, Justin, yeah, I lost my shit when it happened too.
Yeah, I know we're talking about the same thing because it was such a great surprise.
Yeah,
so much
such a
fun.
great moment. Yeah.
I didn't think they were gonna do it. Is the thing that we're going through the whole movie, and I'm like, I'm not sure if they're gonna do it or not. Hey, Gio.
Hey, Gio, what's happening, buddy?
Sort of made it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Okay. Because my computer just decided to glitch out on my camera, on my microphone. Nothing was working, so I'm winging it. So at least I made it for the end part of the show.
Well, you look fine.
All right.
But yeah, I didn't think they were gonna do that. You know, at the very end, I was like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that. Omar had it ruined for him though, which kind of sucks.
Oh, that's too bad. That was the best moment of the movie.
That was just. I mean. Wow.
I had no idea that they were going to go that route.
Yeah, me
too. Me either.
Yeah. And it was one of those things where like kind of when they actually did the snap, I was like, they did it. They actually did it. That's great. You know, but yeah, that was I think we're talking about the same moment. We can talk about it.
Yeah, I know we are. Yeah.
Gio, spoiler-free Shazam review. And why was it better than Captain Marvel?
Luis's most proudest moment of his life.
Okay, it was a ton of fun, And for once, you really got to see a diverse cast of characters on screen. It had a little bit of everything. I loved the idea of, or the power of family and friendship and what it can do versus, you know, being a loner or being, or going the solo route like Billy wanted to do. But when you can find in others and your family and your friends, powerful things can happen. And I love that the movie was able to deliver that message to not only adults but kids as well. I had a blast. It was funny. All you guys mentioned some solid points. I did not expect to see the end credit scenes. That took me by surprise. And the one thing I'm going to subtract from this movie would be the final fight sequence. I thought maybe it could have been a little bit more action packed, especially on you know, Captain Marvel per se, or Shazam, if you will. It wasn't as dynamic as we've grown accustomed to with comic book movies. And I get it, you know, he's just starting out. It's his first big fight, but at the same time, you know, we're seeing all these comic book movies with these great action sequences and all that stuff. And I feel like the movie could have done something a little bit more with it. Like I can't spoil it, but there are parts of the final fight that are better than other parts, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Because of certain individuals and certain things that are involved in that third act. And I think it wasn't as strong as other movies. So maybe that's the only thing I didn't really enjoy as much, but everything else was solid. I loved it.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I wanted to add, Warner Brothers is really smart by having Jeff Johns as an executive producer, because with Aquaman, it was 90% of the stuff that he had written. And with this movie, it's like 60 or 70% of the stuff that he did for the New 52. It was spot on, a lot of that. If you've read his material, you're going to be right at home with that movie, because a lot of concepts from his run are in this movie.
Yeah, which makes me more excited for the eventual Green Lantern Corps movie when they get to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, boy, that's an exciting concept.
Because they're probably going to do Secret Origin.
That one's going to be Hal and John, if I remember correctly. Cool. So that should be fun.
Cool. Space cops.
Yes.
Gabe.
All right. So I am basically in agreement for most of everything that just said. CGI, I was fine with. Plot, humor, all of that stuff is really great as well. The only little nitpick I kind of have is there is a little bit of a plot hole that I can't really get into without spoiling parts of the movie. Maybe we'll talk about in the chat later. And with just with the acting, I agree. The kid actor was great. Zachary Levi, the kid was great playing a kid, you know, from the streets. He's kind of on his own, going from foster home to foster home, escaping, running away. That kind of stuff. I can really see that. That was a relatable character. He did a great job acting with that. Zachary Levi did great as Captain Marvel. Shazam. I'm gonna have a problem with that for the rest of my life. He did a great job playing a kid who automatically grew up and, you know, had superpowers and that kind of stuff. But with that said, I don't think Zachary Levi did a good job portraying that kid as an adult. And what I mean by that is the moment he becomes Shazam and every time Shazam shows up, you can tell it's a different character. Like, he doesn't have the same mannerisms. He doesn't have the same acting ability. He doesn't have the same kind of personality, anything like that. Like, I think they should have spent more time together. I don't know what the shooting schedule was like or anything like that, but I don't think they meshed together well.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. That was my main kind of complaint, where it's like, well, this kid's kind of a kid from the hood and is kind of street smart, and then automatically when he becomes Shazam, he's super jokey and wacky and things like that. Now I could totally, you know, see that now that he has superpowers, that he has more confidence and there could be a change of personality, but it was a completely different change of personality. So that kind of fumbled me up a little bit. and along with the plot point that didn't make sense.
I think I know what plot point you're thinking of, because I'm thinking of a plot point now too. So I'd be interested in seeing in the chat afterwards if we're thinking about the same plot point.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But
okay,
outside of all of that, the big, the big thing we can't talk about was incredible. I'm in the same boat as Gio. Gio kind of took my review.
Sorry.
No, man, no, you did it way better than I could. But this movie is all about family and finding your family, where the family that you were born into doesn't necessarily have to be your real family. I'm sure there's a lot of us out there who don't get along with their family, and your friends are more family than your family is. And that power of finding your family out there in the world is a huge part of this movie, and I think they nailed that perfectly. The whole foster home situation is great.
Yeah.
The parents those parents are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wants parents like those guys, for sure.
And the mom is hot.
Yeah, I mean, his the older sister was a really great actress. She was hot. Even though the little girl was not a terrible actress, like a lot of the other little girl actresses.
No, she was good.
Yeah, she was really, really fun. I mean, just all the situations they get into, the friendship between Freddie and Billy was really great. You have to stay to the very end of the credits. That second after credit scene was wonderful.
Yeah, it really was.
So cool. Don't look it up. Don't ruin it for yourself. I think it might even answer some questions that we've had surrounding certain things as well. So I'll give it like a 9. I mean, it's definitely I wouldn't say it's better than Wonder Woman, but I think I enjoyed it more than Wonder Woman because of just the humor. I laughed. I cried a little bit in certain parts. Captain Marvel, I knew Captain Marvel before I knew Superman. Like Captain Marvel I'm a long-time fan of this character. And usually he doesn't get his due, but I think it's really, really that time now that we're getting fans of Captain Marvel, the real Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. I can see where people say the CGI is a little off. I think the acting towards the CGI might have been off. But I mean, that to me doesn't affect the movie at all. It's hard to emote in front of a CGI fake, creature and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah. And really, honestly, when you think about it, there's not much to spoil in this movie. I mean, it's a kid. He becomes Captain Marvel. He beats the bad guy. But there are elements that we really, we'll save for Sunday or that we can just totally gush about. And we can totally gush about in the chat now that I know that we've all seen it.
I mean, there are a few revelations in there where I'm like, wow, they actually went there.
And my point about Zachary Levi not being a good version of Billy Batson, I got a caveat to that I'll talk about in the chat too.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So are we ready to give away the ISD gift card?
Sure.
We said all we wish to say about the
one more thing. For everybody that's going in blind, keep a lookout for that cool Black Adam Easter egg. That was pretty cool. Not a lot of people picked it up, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it again.
How many people in your audience pulled out their phones during the first post credit?
I did.
A lot of people left, but the ones that stayed were like, "Huh?" I'm like, I know what that is. That's cool.
I pulled my phone out because I wasn't sure if there were after credit scenes or not.
I had to explain it to my movie buddy who that was. Okay, we're giving away the IST gift card. Woo-hoo. All you have to do is submit your name, your email name. Okay, first in the headline, put IST gift card.
There you go.
Oh, my phone's about to blow up.
And a 300-word essay on why Shazam was better than Captain Marvel.
Shut up. And submit your email name that you use for IST if it's different than the email that you're sending to me at omnibroslive@gmail.com. Let me put it in here. omnibroslive@gmail.com.
So no trivia, no questions to answer.
Nope.
Just email us. That's it. All you gotta do is just
email that, and the first 25 people will be entered into a random number generator. If you've already won before, please don't enter. You can be from anywhere in the world, but you'll have to pay for shipping. It's for a $50 IST gift card. This is March's gift card in April, and if we do it right, we'll be giving away another one at the end of April if we remember. Hopefully we'll remember. Gabe will be the one to remember because he's got the good memory.
But I'm not usually on the show that gives away the gift card. But I'll remind you guys.
Okay. So
and this is a good week too for omnibuses and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is?
Holy crap. Yeah, Death of Superman comes out this week.
Oh, all right.
We'll go over it on Monday, but yeah, there's some good releases this week. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out this week. So, Death of Return of Superman, Catwoman Volume 1, Adventures of Super Sons, Absolute Scarlet.
Catwoman Volume 1.
Joel Jones.
Yeah.
Joel
right
Jones.
after the wedding. Yeah.
Ooh. That's good.
Gabe, did you get the 25 yet?
What's up?
Did you get the 25 already?
What, emails?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I haven't. My phone hasn't blown up yet. It might take a minute for the servers to hit it or something.
People are saying sent already.
Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. We still have room for a few more people.
Get in there quick. Hey, Jess, while they get those in there, why don't you tell them about the people that are giving away their gift card?
That is a good idea, Luis. If you're like Luis and you think Shazam was a better movie than Captain Marvel, you'll probably want to get your books at instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts can add 2% to that. Every quarter, there's an Omnibros Live discount code. Over $50 in the United States gets you free shipping. Fabulous customer service. I'm not kidding about that. It's great. And bomb-proof packaging. That's instocktrades.com. We love them. They tolerate us. It's perfect.
That's our relationship in life. Someone loves us, but they just tolerate us. We love them, and they just tolerate us.
Okay, so let's see.
We're still waiting for people?
Yeah, I think we're going to cut it off now. Let's see how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I'm going to complain about people on the Facebook group who make sales posts, and all they do is just take pictures of their shelf of the books and then just cross out the books that they're not really selling. Like, put some effort into making the sales post, guys. Don't be lazy and just take a picture of your shelf and go, this Hickman Fantastic Four #1, that's not for sale. So I'm gonna use my finger on my phone and just rub that out. And I'm gonna rub out this other one, and I'm gonna rub out this other one, and then it's here's just all the books on my shelf are leaning over on themselves on top of a shitty pop. And that's not gonna make me want to buy any books from that person, because I think that they're gonna do a shitty job shipping.
Bandito 1809, you are the winner.
Bandito
1809, you're the winner, and that is your email address. So I will give that to Omar, and he will forward that to Emily, and she will figure it out how to contact you about, or else I think they just give you it into your account. They give you the $50 credit in your account. So there you go, Bandito 1809. Thank you to everyone for participating. And I appreciate everybody for entering.
Was that David Codd?
No.
Oh.
David Codd entered as David Codd.
Okay. Hey, Bandito, congratulations, man.
Okay,
Frito Bandito.
Buy some
Frito
Aquaman books.
Bandito.
Buy some Aquaman books, man.
Well, Drowned Earth comes out next week or this week.
I'm getting that.
Anybody picking up Death to Return of Superman, the new one?
I want to, but not now. I'll get it later.
Do you have one already? Like the second?
I have no. I don't have any copies whatsoever.
How many times has that been reprinted for an
This is the third. This is the third one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know because the first one wasn't really an omnibus. It was like a smaller sized hardcover, and it didn't have much in it. The second one, which is the one I have, has like everything in it. The third one has everything in it. I think it's omitting like 1 or 2 random issues, but it has that triple gatefold when Superman dies. Like that triple gatefold page is in there, and that's really cool. That's not in the second one. It's $150. So that IST gift card will take a big chunk out of that.
Oh yeah, good point. David, I will not sell any of your info. I barely checked that email account anyway, so
yeah. But I do.
Oh well, you'll have to speak to Gabe about that.
There is an email in there for you, Jess. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. You know, the typical email that people send us. I tried to get into the group like 50,000 times and no one's replying back to me.
Oh God.
One of those. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll deal with it. Okay. Well, this has been a good show. The chat was lively. We had lots of news, lots of reviews, lots of opinions. We got to talk about the fantastic Shazam movie, and Luis got to hear the words he's always wanted to hear. You were right, and I was wrong.
It's like a nice Afghan on a summer day. Just wrap myself up in it.
Oh my God, I laughed so hard yesterday when I read that, when you posted it. Okay, Gio, where can they find you on the internet?
Well, you can find me at A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. Subscribe for more content like this. And if you like anime, manga, and all that stuff, then yeah, A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube.
Luis, where can they find you gloating on the internet?
I'm not gloating.
No.
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Facebook and Twitter. There you go. And YouTube.
All right. Gabe, how about you, buddy?
All right. You can find me, Gabe Infinity Watch, on Instagram, YouTube, and I'm also in the Facebook group as well.
But don't
judging
try and
your
friend
sales
him.
post. Yeah, don't friend me on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm judging your sales post. The pictures better be spot on.
You can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and on Instagram, Omnidogs_Vault. So on behalf of the OmniBros and IST, I say to you, good afternoon, and watch us tomorrow night when we do Hall's Previews and Reads at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace and love. Peace and love.